everyone playing heavy into stereotypes. Bard tries to f everything that moves at all times. My barbarian acts like a mentally deficient potato with super strength. Hey, what's up everybody, it's Sad Redemption and welcome to another D&D Green Text. I hope you're having a great day today. Also, I want to add that there was a really nice story that I really enjoyed in this video about betrayal and revenge. Yeah, I don't know, I just wanted to add because I really like that story in particular. But anyway, with that being said and without any further ado, I hope you enjoyed the video. Campaign continues. Campaign continues after the big bad evil guy dies. Of course it does. You need to ensure there isn't a power vacuum. Also, ensuring a stable economy and rebuilding infrastructure. But do most heroes consider this? Oh no, they just come in, kill people, and then f off back to base to drink and circle themselves. Goddamn inconsiderate heroes, always doing like this. Anon plays with spellcasters. At least he had a plan in mind when his turn came around, unlike most casters. I cast a spell. Alright, which one? Which spell do you cast? Where is that on my sheet? The section that says spells? This one here. I cast Earthbind. Okay, on who? I wanna cast Earthbind on this guy. He doesn't fly, you know? What? That guy can't fly. You know what Earthbind does, right? It traps them and keeps them from moving, right? It keeps them from flying. They can still move, they just can't fly. It doesn't stop them from moving? No, I don't want to do that then. I want to cast Hypnotic Pattern. Okay, where? I want to cast it on that guy. Centered on him? I want to cast it on him. It's an AoE spell, you know? It is? Yes, 30-foot cube. Oh, in fact, you could probably get some of the other guys if you aim in between them. Okay, I do that. What's your save DC? Your save DC? Should be written near your spells. Where are my spells? Oh, f me, dude. That was just painful to go through. That was painful to read and to go through it. I'm sorry. I'm actually sorry for reading it. Jesus Christ. Stereotypes. Have you ever tried to run a comedy/satirical campaign? How did it turn out? Playing 5th edition. Everyone playing heavy into stereotypes. Bard tries to f everything that moves at all times. My barbarian acts like a mentally deficient potato with super strength. Wizard is a who goes down every fight. Warlock has tried killing the party around 13 times in order to gain power from his patron. The Druid is the DM's GF. Best fun I've had in months. Anon plays a Wizard. Pick Wizard because it's the best class. Party members jelly of my intimate game knowledge. Cast Mage Armor and Alacrity 1 minute before long rest ends to get my slots back. Pop in and out of rope trick space to blast enemies. Use immovable object on my shoes to get a 30 feet flying speed. DM asks me to try to not abuse the game mechanics. This asshole hasn't seen anything yet. Dip Artificer for the memes. Make spell rot tattoos to give my familiar his own familiar. Make double bags of holding and have my familiar's familiar. Jesus Christ, okay, let me try again. Make double bags of holding and have my familiar's familiar stuff one in the other next to every big monster for an instant win. Use Tiny Servant on my infusions to keep them forever. Argue with the DM about the rules. I keep Crawford tweets bookmarked. Other party members beg me to stop, probably since I'm making the DM look bad. Not gonna happen. Chronergy School for Arcane Abeyance to use multiple concentration spells. Use with Wrist Pocket to cast Abeyance an infinite number of times in the hour. D&D is a well-written game with well-written rules. I'm not an expert, I'm really not an expert, but I think there is a lot of abusing of, you know, misinterpretation going on here that just, you know, shouldn't be allowed by the DM. Magic Circle plus Summon Greater Demon plus Private Sanctum plus Planner Binding to control my own demon. Better yet, Simulacrum plus Polymorph plus Magic Aura to make a demon copy of myself. Summon Greater Demon to summon myself. Nobody shows up to sessions anymore. Yeah, I wonder why that would happen. Demon self-summons more copies of Demon Self. We all use Wish to sequester true polymorphed Holyphants. Become immune to magic. We all true polymorph each other into adult gold dragons. Cry myself to sleep IRL out of loneliness. What's your favorite class, TG? This is sad, okay? Just don't be like this, okay? It's weird to imagine just how much of an asshole you would need to be to actually play the game that way. Beware what you say to a creative DM. A campaign from years ago. I was playing a barbarian druid in a 3.5 campaign. I rolled decently and actually had a 16 wisdom score on a barbarian. So I asked my DM if I could barbarian rage while in wild shape, and he said yes. So I went through the trouble of remaking my armor and my orc double axe with duskwood, and Cash was ready to go. I told the DM that my character was going to act stupid even though he had 12 intelligence and 16 wisdom. He did this to observe the party without them thinking he was of a sufficient intelligence to understand. He spoke in short sentences and referred to himself in the third person. Think Incredible Hulk. Cash smash? We were venturing into the Underdark after being hired by the mayor of a small town. During the meeting, the mayor asked us if we could exterminate the drow that were plaguing the village, to which Cash responded, "Cash exterminate with extreme prejudice?" To which the mayor asked, "Is that your weapon's name?" Realizing that this was the most badass name for an axe ever, Cash simply nodded. Anon's first D&D game. Join my first D&D game ever at my high school games club. Setup takes a while, but I figure all tabletop games are like this, so I deal with it. We spend some time in a town before going out into the forest and getting ambushed by giant spiders. Combat ensues and our fighter goes in to attack. He rolls a natural 1. As punishment for his foolishness, the dungeon master turns on the electrodes he attached to... Okay, am I reading this story? The dungeon master turns on the electrodes that he attached to every player's nipples. Turns the problem players up to max, frying his nipples and burning a hole in his chest. The rest of our table is screaming. Dungeon Master is laughing and screaming, telling the player that this is what he deserves. The icosahedron has declared him unworthy and unfit to live, so he must perish. He is to be a blood sacrifice to the icosahedron. Before long, he is reduced to nothing but a charred corpse with burnt bones sticking out. As a reward for our endurance, the icosahedron has spared the rest of us from death for yet another day. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea what just happened and what I just read. But I don't know if you do. Oh, never mind. The first comment I think clarifies it. I feel like this is what the church wants you to believe D&D is like. Yeah, I think I can take this as an explanation for what's going on in this story. What have I created? I haven't posted here in a while, so bear with me a little. Be me, DMing for a group of 6. Be a party of 5 veteran players and 1 newbie that is the GF of one of the players. Party helped the newbie make a new level 4 character. Party now comprised of Warlock, Rogue, Ranger, Barbarian, Druid, and Fighter, which is the newbie. The party goes on an adventure to find the goblin boss, stop him, and kill him for a reward. They go into a goblin lair and get ambushed. The party tries to fight, but they were overwhelmed. Party leader and BF of newbie, the Rogue, decided that everyone needs to run away. The party agrees and decides to disengage. The party realizes halfway through running away that the DM goes a turn before the fighter, newbie, and the druid. The party wanted the newbie to be a distraction so that the druid can get away cause he's the healer. The newbie was made to believe through false promises that she would survive and they would heal her, and now thinks it's the heroic thing to do, so she reluctantly agrees. Party manages to make a safe path for the druid. Be me, DM, reluctantly making the goblins focus fire on the newbie cause her party essentially left her behind to die. The newbie is now sad because her character dies. She just watches as the game continues. Be me, DM for 3 years, that decided to let her go behind the DM screen and basically had her co-DM and help me with the roles and acting out NPCs. Party is pretty chill with it for most part and encourages the newbie to really get into the DMing vibe. The newbie is getting really into it. After many fights and RP, Party is now finally in the final encounter with the goblin boss and his minions. I showed the newbie the stat block of the enemies they are facing, the number of enemies they would be facing, and small guides on how to use the enemies. I decided to let the party know that I plan to let the newbie take control for the last encounter and let her decide to place the pieces of the enemies on the board and run the final encounter. Party likes the idea and laughs it off as it's gonna be an easy encounter since insert newbie's name here is the DM. Newbie smiles and asks the party to give her 10 minutes to study the units that she would use. Party and I use this time to open beers and start drinking. The final encounter starts and the newbie went from newbie to full I'ma kill all of you DM. She positioned all the enemies in a way making it hard for the party to fight back. Bimmy, DM, looking in awe as a newbie systematically killed off a party of players that has been playing to close to 2 years now. She took down the druid and warlock first, with range, made sure the ranger was always in melee range from enemies, made sure to avoid barbarian and fight him last, and she forced the rogue in a position where he couldn't move properly. At the end of the session the party was TPK'd and I had to tell her, okay, you killed the party. Any final words? She goes, as everyone is dying, you hear footsteps from behind you. Your former companion, the fighter, comes into view and one by one stabs all of you in the back, making sure to stab the rogue last. You hear the goblin boss say, I was right in my decision in keeping you alive. Your information about your party made it easy for me to overwhelm them. And as your fighter companion approaches the rogue to stab him in the back, she whispers, next time, don't leave your girlfriend behind. Party is shocked and silent. Newbie faces me and says, this was fun. Can you teach me more about DMing? I wanna try it again sometime. Bimmy, DM, impressed by this girl's natural talent for DMing, but also afraid of what I have helped creating. That was f***ed up from the party, not even from the newbie or girl or whatever. I think the party leaving her behind and just, I think that was really f***ed up from them to do. I really liked how the story ended, honestly. Karma is a so yeah, there's that. Alright, on that note, that's gonna be it for this video. If you've made it this far, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel for more. And why not leaving a comment to help out with the YouTube algorithm. Also, thank you to everyone supporting the channel on Patreon. I really appreciate it, so thank you a lot for everyone supporting the channel there. It means a lot, so yeah, I just want everyone to know from the people supporting there that it is being appreciated. Links below if you want to check that out, as well as links if you want to join the Discord community, check out the subreddit or follow me on any social media. And yeah, that's it. Thanks again for watching and I'll see you next time. Have a great day. Bye.